Assalamu alaikum dear students, how are you? I hope you will all be fine. In the last lecture, if you remember, we did the kinds of conjunctions, and I told you people that in the next lecture we are going to have the kinds of coordinating conjunctions. In the last lecture, we discussed about the coordinating conjunction. First of all, we have to revise the idea of the coordinating conjunction. Co-ordinating conjunction always joins two independent clauses. This is what we decided in the last lecture. And today we have to do the classification of the coordinating conjunctions, that in how many types and in how many kinds we can divide. We can further divide the coordinating conjunctions. As we shall see, conjunctions are divided into two classes, coordinating and subordinating conjunctions. By coordinating conjunction means that they always join independent clauses, and subordinating conjunction means that they join one independent clause to the other subordinate clause. Now, if we read the sentence, birds fly and fish swim. The sentence contains two independent clauses, two statements of equal rank or importance. Hence, the conjunction joining together these two statements or clauses of equal rank is called a coordinating conjunction. So, what does it mean, equal rank? It means that when two independent clauses will be there in a sentence and they will be joined with the help of a conjunction, so that conjunction will be called a coordinating conjunction. So it means that a coordinating conjunction is always going to be found in the sentences which are there in which we have all the independent clauses. Coordinating conjunctions are of four kinds. Now, further we can divide these coordinating conjunctions into four kinds. First of all, we have to discuss the first kind, that is cumulative or copulative. Cumulative or copulative, they are the same. Their names are different, but their function is same in the sentence. The examiner can use any of their name, either cumulative or copulative, which merely add one statement to another. So what is the function of a cumulative or copulative conjunction in a sentence? That it simply joins one sentence, it simply joins one clause or one statement to an other statement. There is no other function of a cumulative or copulative conjunction. Whenever you see that two statements are there in a sentence and they have been joined with the help of a conjunction, so this is something understood that that will be a cumulative or copulative conjunction. Then we come to the next kind, that is adversative conjunction. Again, this is the second kind of coordinating conjunction, which is called adversative conjunction, which express opposition or contrast between two statements. Whenever you see that in a sentence you have two contrasting statements, the statements which are opposite in meaning to each other, it means that two contrary or two contrasting statements are there in a sentence. So the conjunction which would be joining two contrary or contrasting statements will be called an adversative conjunction. Like you can see in the examples, he is slow, but he is sure. I was annoyed, still I kept quiet. I would come, only that I am engaged. He was all right, only he was fatigued. So you can see in all these examples, two contrary and two opposite ideas, two contrasting statements, they have been joined together with the help of a conjunction which is called adversative conjunction. Then we come to the next kind, that is disjunctive or alternative conjunction. Again, two names I have written over here. So both have the same meaning. So any of them can be used by the examiner, either disjunctive or alternative. They express a choice between two alternatives. So in such kind of sentences, whenever you have a sentence where two statements are there in which a choice is there, in which you feel as if in one statement one thing is happening and in the other statement some other thing is happening and a sense of choice is there. So you would see that such kind of sentences would be having a conjunction like she must weep or she will die. So or is a conjunction is used over here, which is called disjunctive or alternative conjunction because it is expressing a choice between two alternatives. Then we come to the some more examples. Either he is mad or she will die. Neither a borrower nor a lender. They toil not, neither do they spend. Walk quickly, else you will not be, sorry, else you will not overtake him. So, students, you can see that in all these examples, two alternatives are given. Either this would happen or that would happen. If you don't do this, you will miss that. So a sense of choice is there in all these sentences. So whenever you see that a sense of choice is there in a sentence, two statements are there which are giving you a sense of choice. So the conjunction which would be simply joining them, it will be called this a conjunction. Then we come to the next kind, that is elative conjunction. It expresses an inference. What do we mean by inference? Inference means result. It means that in the first statement of the sentence, something would happen, and the result of that happening we are going to find in the second statement. Like you can see in the example, something certainly fell in, for I heard a splash. It means that the result of the first statement we can see in the second statement. And the conjunction which would be joining these two statements will be called elative conjunction, which is for in this sentence. Next example is all precautions must have been neglected for the plague spread rapidly. So whatever happened in the first statement, the result of that happening is there in the second statement and for is acting as an elative conjunction. I think your idea with all the kinds of coordinating conjunction would be very much clear now. And now we have some practice sentences. So your idea about all these kinds of coordinating conjunctions would be more clear with the help of these different examples and practice sentences. First, we come with the practice sentences of the copulative conjunction. Like I told you, that whenever we have a copulative conjunction there in the sentence, it means that only two statements have been joined together. God made the country and man made the town. Babur was not only a great soldier, he was also a wise ruler. He cannot speak, nor can he write. He plays the piano. He sings also. The innocents were punished as well as the guilty. So, in all these sentences, you can see that in all these sentences, only the statements, two statements are there, which have been joined together with the help of a copulative conjunction. Then we come to the next kind, and that is adversative, the practice sentences of the adversative conjunction. Here, in each sentence, the two main clauses are opposed in meaning to each other. It means that two contrasting ideas we are going to have in two different clauses. He is slow, but he is sure. I did my best. Nevertheless, I failed. He is rich, yet he is not happy. He is vain, still his friends adore him. It means that in all these sentences, but, suppose but is underlined, nevertheless, yet, or still. If these sentences they are underlined over there, so if this is something understood that these are all the words, these are all the conjunctions which are acting as adversative conjunction because they are joining contrasting ideas in a sentence. Then we come to the next kind, and that is alternative or disjunctive conjunction. Yes, what do we mean by alternative or disjunctive conjunction? They simply join the ideas which have a sense of choice between them. She must weep or she will die. Either he is mad or he feigns madness. Neither a borrower nor a lender. Walk quickly, else you will not overtake him. So, in all these sentences, or, neither nor, else, these are all the conjunctions and they are acting as alternative or disjunctive conjunctions. And the last type, elative conjunction, we have some just practice sentences over here. Elative conjunction always joins two clauses with one another. How? He is diligent, therefore he will succeed. He is unwell, so he cannot attend office. The angles are equal, consequently the sides are equal. So the words therefore, so, consequently, if they are underlined over there in the paper, they would be acting as elative conjunction. Why? Because they are simply giving us the result. They are there they would always be there in the second clause, and they are simply giving us the result of the first clause. This is the reason that they are called elative conjunction. So I think your idea with all these kinds of coordinating conjunction would be quite much clear by now, and you have to revise them as many times as possible. If your idea with all these kinds is clear, then it will not be difficult for you people just to identify them or recognize them over there in the paper. Next time, inshallah ta'ala, we are going to start with the new part of speech that is interjection. So keep on revising the things. Allah Hafiz.